Hey guys, come on in, come on in. I want to jump on and talk to you a little bit about Open Heart Christian University, go over some of the courses. I want to talk about the courses on today. We're going to touch back base with the bachelor's, the master's, and the doctoral degree on tomorrow. We'll start with the degrees on tomorrow, but I want to come on and I know y'all are, a lot of you guys are in the group. You're probably like, why am I in this group? What's going on? So I want to give you an overview, a rundown of how Open Heart Christian University started, how we started it, and where we are today, and some of the programs that we have. All right, some of the programs that we have. And if you can share this live, that'd be awesome. But I'm just doing a video to expand and expound on Open Heart Christian University. All right, so we actually launched in 2022. We only had courses, which were the Life Coach Christian Certification course and the Christian Counseling Certification course. So we had those courses, and then I added spiritual warfare training courses, and then I added the leadership training courses, and also prophetic training courses. So we started off in 2022 with those courses. March of 2025 of this year, we expanded to our bachelor's, our master's, and our doctoral degree program. And then we also have a honorary doctorate program that we do. And we did our first one in June 2025 of this year. We'll have our second one December 6th of 2025 of this year. So we are a growing university. Just want to give some individuals some information on the courses and the degrees and stuff that we have available. But I do want to go over the courses on today. The first one we have is it's an 8-week spiritual warfare training course that we do. It's considered 8 weeks. You get a certification after that. It does not certify you to be a prophet or a spiritual, whatever you want. It's training, okay? You're certified. You're getting understanding. You're getting knowledge. You're getting wisdom on how to war in the spirit. You're getting wisdom on the different spirits that we deal with when it comes to having spiritual warfare and the things that we deal with when it comes to our spiritual life, okay? Dealing with angry spirits and monitoring spirits, different things of that nature. So the spiritual warfare training course, and it also has the book that comes with it. The book is also how to untie ungodly soul ties. So the spiritual warfare training 101 is basically on how to undo ungodly soul ties. So there's going to be a lot of training and teaching you on how to come out of those ungodly soul ties that you may have had in the past. So you may be able to help somebody else come out of their ungodly soul ties. So we have the spiritual warfare training 101, which is how to undo ungodly soul ties. The spiritual warfare training 102 is, let me find it. I'm looking at it right now. I have a few of them, so I have to go back on my computer and look at them. This one is how to recognize demonic spirits. How to recognize demonic spirits. So 101 is how to break ungodly soul ties. 102 is how to recognize demonic spirits. Okay, so if you're into fighting against those different demonic entities that we deal with, this is a class that you definitely want to take. All right. The 103. Let me see, the spiritual warfare training 103. We go to my next page here. Okay, so we just have the 101 and the 102. So now I want to tell you about the prophetic training. So prophetic training, we have 101, 102, and 103. So 101 prophetic training is just how to hear the voice of God. How to hear the voice of God, how to recognize when God is talking to you, and do you know if you are a prophet or you have the prophetic gift, or you have been called to the office of a prophet. So prophetic training 101, it just allows you to understand how God's voice talks, how he sounds, and the different ways that he can speak. And it really gives you an understanding if you are actually called to the office of a prophet, or you have the prophetic gift. So that's the prophetic training 101. All right, prophetic training 102 is dream interpretation. So if you are a dreamer, you already know that you have the gift of prophecy, that you are called to the office of a prophet, but God speaks to you through dreams. This right here is going to help you with dream interpretation. It talks about the different colors that sometimes God will show you, or the different names, or different things that comes in your dream that you need to pay attention to when God is giving you these prophetic dreams. All right. And then we have the prophetic training 103, which is prophetic gifts. So some people can be a prophetic intercessory prayer warrior. All right. Some people are prophetic worship leaders. They worship, but it's from the prophetic. And so you have different gifts that comes from the prophetic. 103 will teach you and show you those gifts if you have them inside you. So we went over the 101, 102, 103 prophetic training, and we talked about the spiritual warfare training courses. All these courses, they're going to equal up to at least 8 to 9 weeks in general. You'll do a class once a week. The classes start at 7:30. You have classes on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And so each day you will have that class if you enroll in those classes. Now, the thing is with these, after you have finished the basic training courses, you are eligible for a certification in ministry. You are eligible for a certification in ministry if you complete these courses. All right. I do have also Christian counseling certification course, which I'm going to go over. That is a self-paced Christian counseling certification to where you can become your own, just actually build your own counseling practice, Christian counseling practice. I have had a Christian counseling practice since 2018, a very successful. There's no limit. There's no limit to it. We find your niche. Ask the Holy Spirit, what is your specialty? Some people only want to do marriage counseling. Some people want to do relationship counseling. Some people want to do trauma. Whatever it is that the Holy Spirit leads you to do when it comes to the Christian counseling certification, which will be your specialty. Or you can do all of it. So I do mental health. I do prophetic training. Prophetic counseling. I do spiritual counseling. I do all of it. And so you might want to just do overall counseling. But if you have a specialty that you just want to dive into, you can actually build your own counseling practice, name it, EIN number, register for the state of Georgia, and have your own counseling practice. Okay, and this certification is self-paced. It's self-paced. You can join that. When you pay your payments to get the certification, modules and everything will come straight to you. At the end of the Christian counseling certification and the life coach, there is 2 exams. You will have a fill in the blank test, and then you will have a multiple choice test. Okay, you have to pass those with a 80 or above to become certified. All right, so I'm just going to use the Christian counseling certification and the life coaching certification all together, because what goes for the Christian counseling goes just for the life coach as well. So I just wanted to go over the courses on today. We are now having our fall enrollment for the also for the bachelor's, the master's, and the doctoral degrees. We will have our second honorary doctorate commencement service. That will be December 6th. We're not taking any more candidates for that, but we will have another one on next year. So if you know somebody that is honorable, that have done a lot of work in the community, that have not been recognized, you see the work they have done and they are credible to have an honorary doctorate degree, you can always go online to www.openheartchristianuniversity.org, put in a form, fill in a form for them. We will look over the form and we pick and choose the candidates that we feel qualify best for the honorary doctorate commencement of the program. All right, and that's what all we want to go over on today. The payments and everything are on the website. I'm not going to actually go over the payments online. If you wanting to enroll, you go to the website once again, which is www.openheartchristianuniversity.org. to enroll and pay your fee for the courses, and you'll be automatically put into the courses. We will contact you, and you can, the day that we have the classes, because all courses, all of the training classes are done through Zoom. And so you will be in class for those, but all the bachelor's, the master's, and the doctoral, there are specifically online. We don't teach any of those courses. If you have any questions about those degree programs, you can always call the university and ask questions. But the training courses are always done on Zoom. We are in a class setting to where we are learning together with those, because you can't really do those online by yourself. And so you really need a leader that's going to lead. And I am the instructor for all of the courses. So if you are wondering who's going to be the instructor, it will be me until God shows me someone else that could come in and do the courses. Okay. All right. So I wanted to give you a rundown. Open Heart Christian University. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, you got any information that you are needing, that you want to know about, you can always contact me, or you can contact the school for information. Remember, the website is www.openheartchristianuniversity.org if you got any more questions or you need any more information. All right. God bless you.